Welcome to another episode of RGS3 101. And today we're going back to the beginning, the original Xbox console. This console shipped everything that came after. And what we'll be doing, we'll be doing a deep dive into the modification process and how everything all started. I'll do my best to make it as simple as possible, easy to understand, and fully educational. So let's jump right into it. The OG boy. Today we're going back to the beginning, the original Xbox. This console ships everything that came after it. To understand JTAG and RGH, we first need to understand how open this system really is. Why is this console so different? Original Xbox launched in 2001 and was essentially a PC in a console shell. Microsoft trusted software far more than they should have, and that decision opened the door to modding. For security, there was no real secure boot chain, no layered cryptographic verification. If a code executed, the system assumed it was legit. And because of that, the console have weak links. The biggest weakness was game saving handling. Some games loaded save into memory without strict validation, allowing memory overflows. In using game exploits, retail games like 007 Agent Under Fire, Mech Assault, and Splinter Cell became exploit vectors because the vulnerability lives in the save game itself. For the exploit flow, when the save game loads, memory overflows, execution flow is redirected, and custom code runs. The console doesn't know anything is wrong. This allows Softmod to be possible. That injected code launches a Softmod installer which patches the system in the RAM instead of replacing the BIOS. Shadow C is a virtual system partition. It protects original files and makes Softmods reversible and safer. What does Softmod allow you to do? Once soft-modded, the Xbox can run homebrew, emulators, and custom dashboards. What about hardware modification, you may ask? Well, mod chips bypass everything. They replace the BIOS at boot and allow unsigned firmware to run immediately. TSOP flashing permanently replaces the onboard BIOS. It's powerful, but mistake can permanently break the console. How did Microsoft respond to all of this discovery? Well, from Microsoft's perspective, this was a security failure. Once one exploit exists, the system was effectively defeated. Microsoft's only move was to learn from the different exploits throughout the different consoles throughout the different generations. Each generation added more layers that address software trust failure, which allow cryptographic trust to slow attackers, which result in hardware trust in modern consoles. The Xbox trusted game save too much, and hackers used that trust to run their own program. Arbitrary code execution allowed kernel patching in memory with no signature enforcement to stop it. So, why does this matter? Everything we learn about JTAG and RGH exists because of this lesson we're learning today. The original Xbox wasn't just modded, it taught the industry how not to design console security. The Xbox trusted a game saved and got tricked into running a new program. Unchecked save data caused a buffer overflow, enabling arbitrary code execution and RAM patching. Each Xbox got smarter after hackers found a weakness. Each generation closed the previous attack vector, forced exploits to evolve from software to crypto to timing. So In bridging these three video series together regarding the console, the original Xbox trusted software. The Xbox 360 introduced cryptographic boot verification, which JTAG exploits earlier on. When that was patched, RGH emerged by attacking timing instead of logic. This series shows how security evolves and how assumption always matters. I hope you enjoyed that deep dive into the OG Xbox where everything all started. I did my best to make it as simple as possible and bring you that deep dive educational information. So you can tune into more videos. I have a lot more videos in the list. And if you have any more ideas for anything you'd like to see in the future, you can leave it down in the comments below. Thank you for joining in. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.